We're going to go to the New South Wales Parliament now, where Greens MP Ms Leong and David Shoebridge are holding a news conference.
Protection program in New South Wales that will see a repeal of the drug dog detection program, the use of drug dogs in public places like train stations and pubs without a warrant. And what we saw when we shared a post raising concerns about the intimidation on this on our Facebook page was that things escalated very, very quickly into what became less a robust debate around the policy and much more a vile and racist and sexist attacks that you expect from the darkest sides of the internet. We then had sort of dealt with that in and of its own post, and then what we were alerted to just last week was the fact that a member of the public had identified what they believed to be members of the New South Wales Police that had actually been sharing some of the offensive material about myself and been posting on my page. That was then followed up by Fairfax, who this morning then reported it in the paper. We always expected a robust debate about the repeal of sniffer dog legislation. Let's not be wrong here. We know that there would be people that wouldn't agree with our policy on that. But this is no longer about this. This is about the fact that what we are seeing is sexist and racist behaviour from who we believe to be New South Wales police members trolling a member of Parliament, and that is concerning not just for the impact that it has on myself and my work as a member of Parliament, but also concerning because it is a clear breach of the New South Wales Police social policy guidelines, and it also indicates that the dark side of the internet isn't just something that is happening with people that may be sinister in their bedrooms, but could be happening and infecting parts of the New South Wales public service. Racism and sexism is never okay, but it is particularly concerning when it is coming from elements of the public service that are allegedly there to serve and protect the interests of the community and serve and protect and stand up against people that are feeling harassed and intimidated. That's why we've referred the matter to the Police Integrity Commission, and we look forward to seeing their response and their quick action to be able to address this issue so that there can be faith restored in the New South Wales Police Service as a result of these concerning allegations.
What were these sexist and racist comments that were made?
Yeah, so some of the things that came up would have been the most vile of things that you would expect from, as I described it to someone the other day, what I don't think was funny in the 1960s, making jokes about Chinese people, that then has now been purported and put on pages on the internet. What we've seen is suggestions around what people believe that me as an MP, the meme that was printed in the Herald that was there as well. What is clear is that they are objectively offensive comments, and what is also concerning is the fact that they have absolutely nothing to do with anymore the actual sniffer dog legislation that was introduced.
Yeah.
Really personal attacks, and they're done by members of the police force. How does that actually make for you? Look, I think that the real concern here is the fact that I'm a member of Parliament. Today I feel relieved that this information has been exposed, because I feel like when it comes to the dark, evil places of the internet and bad, corrupt and racist and sexist cultures in our society, the best way to deal with that is to expose it. What I'm very concerned about is the fact that serious action is taken as a result of this to assure the public that actually this is not acceptable and it's not something that we should tolerate within the New South Wales Police Force. As a local member of Parliament, I work really closely on a regular basis with the local area commands that cover our electorate. It's really disturbing to me to see that this side of the police force is coming out, and I think that swift action needs to be taken to restore the public's faith in what's happening.
Have you managed to confirm that they are members of the police force? Have you traced it back to individuals?
The information that I have been provided and that I have seen has reason enough for me to confirm that there is a serious connection here, and that's why we've taken the action to refer it to the Police Integrity Commission.
How senior are these officers and how widespread?
It wasn't just the senior ranks.
As people are aware, I'm a member of Parliament. I do not intend to get into the investigation around the Facebook allegations, but what I can say is that I have seen enough information to believe that these are serious concerns, and the seniority or otherwise of those officers, it's clear that this is a breach of the social media policy, and it is clear...
Hang on.
You're right. Do you want to fix it? Go for it.
Sorry. Just died. Sorry, guys.
You're right.
Right, guys.
This should happen in the middle of every press conference. Excellent. Yeah.
It's Sunday.
You to say that and then
And
you
we'll
go.
get you to comment on that too.
Sure.
You seem
Yeah, go.
comfortable.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
No.
OK, we're just waiting for that news conference to resume with New South Wales Greens MP Jenny Leong and David Shoebridge in Sydney. A few technical mishaps there that they're just fixing
You're
up.
right.
And we'll listen in.
No problem.
Shall we ask that again?
Yeah.
Have you confirmed that these comments can be traced back to members of the police force yourself? And how senior or widespread are these officers?
Look, the information that I have been provided and then the cross-checking that I did just to confirm that screenshots that I had seen related to what was live on Facebook at the time, some of those have now been deleted. But what I have seen, it was enough for me to take it seriously enough that we referred the matter to the Police Integrity Commission. It is clear that there are senior members involved. It's also clear that it is not just one member of the police force involved. And I think that it is also clear, and this is the interesting thing from today, we posted this story online. Our page, since we introduced the sniffer dog bill, has been pretty hotly criticised and trolled. Today on this post, there's been very little criticism, if any. And so I think it's also interesting that now that this has come out, it seems that those people that were criticising our page seem to have gone silent, which people can draw their own conclusions too.
How many
So
police
just,
officers and/or public
You want to do that first?
Yeah. Oh, look, first of all, I would like to make this clear. If anybody in the New South Wales Police thinks that they can intimidate my colleague or any member of the Greens from running campaigns that we think are in the public interest by these kind of vile, sexist and offensive postings on the internet, well, I think they're going to have a surprise coming, because I know Jenny, and I don't think any Greens MP will be intimidated by this kind of behaviour. We have comfortably satisfied ourselves that a good number of these postings came from people who are serving members of the New South Wales Police, and not just the lower ranks of the New South Wales Police, but people holding a significant rank within the New South Wales Police engaged in this conduct. That is not only grossly offensive. When you think about the role of the police in New South Wales society, they must be apolitical if they are to have respect. And indeed, the social media guideline says, whether on or off duty, they cannot engage in conduct which is this offensive and this extreme against any member of Parliament. There's a reason we've referred it to the Police Integrity Commission and not just the police. We believe this is a very serious matter which raises very serious concerns, not just about individual police, but about the culture within inside the New South Wales Police that seems to think, at least in part, that this kind of behaviour is acceptable. They've got a lesson. And the lesson is this behaviour is grossly unacceptable, and disciplinary action needs to be seriously considered to wipe out this culture within inside the New South Wales Police.
Are you prepared to identify those allegedly responsible?
The information that was reported in the Herald today confirms that there was one senior officer involved. In terms of the other individuals, we aren't in the business here of undertaking that investigation ourselves. What we have done is referred it to the Police Integrity Commission, and I would hope that in addition to the Police Integrity Commission looking into this matter as a matter of urgency, that we would see the New South Wales Police Minister actually make contact with us and be in contact very quickly to let us know what kind of action he'll be taking to look into this further.
Are we talking one or two police officers here or more?
What we know is that what I have seen and what I can confirm that our staff have seen in the office is that we know that there have been over 2 or 3 police officers that have liked the offensive post that was printed in the paper today. We also know that there have been other comments made, and I can also confirm that when we have gone back through and looked at who has been making offending comments on our page over the last 2 weeks, that a lot of those people have either police ribbons or other types of associations with the police force that don't confirm that they're members of the New South Wales Police, but that have things associated with their page that are very clearly connected to the police service. And so that kind of information is unclear. And we also know that a number of the individuals that we had confirmed with us that were the reason we referred it to the Integrity Commission. We also know that some of those accounts have been deleted from yesterday to today.
And the original post that was liked, as you suggest, by other officers was made by an officer?
That is our understanding.
We've made the very clear decision not to publish the names of the individual police officers or put out their Facebook profiles because we didn't want to see a kind of reverse trolling on the internet. We think this entire episode has been very unsavoury, deeply damaging to the New South Wales Police, and that's why we've referred it to the Police Integrity Commission. But we also say the Minister must come out clearly, as must the Commissioner, make a public statement today and publicly reprimand any member of the New South Wales Police who's engaged in this conduct.
And are you shocked at this kind of behaviour from people that are supposed to be protecting us? Yeah, it's really shocking, and I think the disturbing thing that we are seeing across the board is the fact that we know that this side of the internet, this dark and racist and sexist attacks on the internet are happening all the time. What I think no one would have ever expected is that they would be coming from members of the New South Wales Public Service and indeed members of the New South Wales Police Force. As I said, we expect that police in our society will actually be dealing with cyberbullying. You know, the idea of harassment through these kinds of channels is a criminal offence, and so you would hope that the police would be upholding and enforcing the criminal activity that was occurring in the cyberbullying and harassment of others, not actually see them engaging in that kind of activity themselves.
And that was the New South Wales Greens MP Jenny Leong and David Shoebridge in Sydney, talking about sexist and racist remarks made about Ms Leong online. The comments were allegedly made by police officers in response to her push to end drug sniffer dog use without warrants in New South Wales. She's referred the matter to the New South Wales Police Integrity Commission. Ms Leong says she feels relieved the attacks on her have been exposed and is demanding serious action. She says the behaviour shouldn't be tolerated in the New South Wales Police Force.